With over 1,400 bird species, China is home to one of the most diverse and vibrant ecosystems on Earth. Stretching from the icy, snow-capped peaks of the Himalayas to the misty bamboo forests and tropical jungles of the far south, this vast country offers an incredible variety of habitats. Within these landscapes live some of the world's most breathtaking bird species found nowhere else, each shaped by centuries of evolution to perfectly fit their environment. In this video, we'll explore the top 10 most beautiful birds of China, living masterpieces that combine dazzling colors, graceful forms, and fascinating biological traits. Number 10. White-eared pheasant. At first glance, the white-eared pheasant looks as if it has stepped out of a snowstorm. Its plumage is pure, unbroken white, offset only by two bold black patches stretching back from its eyes like a pair of elegant sideburns. These ears, from which the species takes its name, are not actually ears at all but feather markings that give the bird an unmistakable profile. Native to the high-altitude forests and alpine meadows of the Tibetan Plateau in western China, this pheasant is perfectly adapted to cold, snowy environments. Its thick feathers insulate against freezing winds, while its strong legs allow it to move nimbly across steep, rugged terrain in search of roots, berries, and seeds buried beneath the snow. Unlike many of its more flamboyant cousins, the white-eared pheasant lives in tight-knit family groups rather than as solitary individuals. During winter, these flocks can number in the hundreds, working together to forage and ward off predators. In Chinese culture, the bird's pristine white plumage has been associated with purity, longevity, and the enduring spirit of the mountains. Spotting one in the wild is no small feat, but when you do, it feels as if the landscape itself has come to life in a single, graceful form. Number 9. Great Bustard. Standing tall like a feathered titan, the great bustard holds the title of the heaviest flying bird on Earth. Males can weigh over 18 kilograms, 40 pounds, a mass that pushes the very limits of avian flight. Their plumage is a rich tapestry of tawny gold, white, and black, blending seamlessly with the windswept grasslands they call home. Native to open plains across northern China, Mongolia, and parts of Eurasia, the great bustard thrives in vast, treeless landscapes where its keen eyesight can spot predators from a great distance. Their powerful legs and broad wings allow for sudden bursts into the air. Despite their hefty build, during spring males gather in display grounds to perform one of nature's most extravagant courtship dances. They puff out their chest, fan their tails, and twist their wings forward, turning themselves into a swirl of white feathers to catch the eye of females, a spectacle visible from hundreds of meters away. In Chinese culture, the great bustard has long been admired for its strength and dignity, symbolizing resilience against life's harsh environments. Spotting one in the wild feels like witnessing a rare living relic from a time when the grasslands stretched endlessly beneath an open sky. Number 8. Oriental Stork. With wings outstretched against the sky, the oriental stork appears almost sculpted from pure light. Its plumage is a brilliant, unblemished white, contrasted only by inky black wingtips that flash dramatically in flight. Towering over a meter tall, with a long dagger-like bill, this bird cuts an unmistakable silhouette above the wetlands and riverbanks it calls home. Once widespread across East Asia, the oriental stork is now one of the rarest birds in the region, with only a few thousand remaining in the wild. It depends on healthy wetlands for survival. Shallow waters rich with fish, amphibians, and aquatic invertebrates. As wetlands have vanished, so too has the stork's range, pushing it to the brink of extinction. Unlike many other storks, the oriental stork is largely solitary outside the breeding season. In spring, pairs return to their tall stick nests, often reused and rebuilt year after year, where they raise their chicks high above the ground, safe from predators and flooding. In Chinese culture, the stork's pure white plumage has long been a symbol of nobility, peace, and longevity. To see one in flight today is to witness both beauty and fragility, a living reminder that even the most graceful creatures depend on the health of the land and water beneath them. Number 7. Black Stork. The black stork is a bird that seems to have been painted with the deep, iridescent colors of a twilight sky. Its plumage shimmers in shades of black, green, and violet when caught in the sunlight, a striking contrast to its vivid red bill and legs. Unlike its more sociable white stork relatives, the black stork is a shy, solitary bird. It prefers secluded wetlands, forested rivers, and remote mountain streams across Europe and Asia, including parts of northern and central China. Its diet consists mainly of fish, amphibians, and aquatic invertebrates, which it catches with patient, deliberate movements in shallow waters. This species is a skilled and powerful flyer, migrating thousands of kilometers between breeding and wintering grounds. Sadly, habitat loss and water pollution have made sightings increasingly rare in some regions, earning a protected status in China. In Chinese folklore, the black stork's dark, shimmering feathers and secretive habits have long been associated with mystery and wisdom. A guardian of hidden waters and untouched landscapes, encountering one in the wild feels like catching a glimpse of an ancient traveler, passing silently between worlds. Number 6. Crested Ibis. Bathed in the soft blush of early dawn, with a scarlet mask glowing like live embers, the crested ibis is a vision of grace that feels almost mythical. Yet this elegance once teetered on the very edge of oblivion. By the 1980s, barely a handful survived in the secluded valley of Shanxi, a fragile heartbeat in the silence of extinction. Its long, crescent-shaped bill reveals its way of life, sifting patiently through mudflats and flooded rice paddies for insects, worms, and tiny fish. These wetlands were its ancient kingdom, until pesticides and habitat loss reduced that empire to a memory. What sets this bird apart is not only its beauty, but its return from nothingness. Through decades of conservation, breeding programs, and human vigilance, its numbers are slowly rising, a triumph etched in pale feathers and scarlet flight. To see one glide low across a mist-veiled river at sunrise is to witness resilience itself, a quiet reminder that even on the brink of extinction, life can find its way back when given the chance. Number 5. Mandarin Duck. Few creatures wear splendor as effortlessly as the male mandarin duck, draped in an ornate cloak of orange sails, a gleaming purple breast, and bold white crescents carved across its face. It looks as though it has stepped from the pages of an ancient painting. Beside him, the female moves with quiet dignity, her plumage a soft mosaic of browns, accented by a single, delicate white eye-ring that speaks of understated grace. Native to East Asia's wooded lakes and slow-moving rivers, mandarin ducks prefer calm waters fringed with overhanging branches. They feed on seeds, aquatic plants, and small invertebrates, dabbling gently among the shadows of willow trees. While their beauty has made them famous, what truly defines them is devotion. These birds form strong pair bonds, often remaining side by side through the seasons. But in Chinese culture, they are more than birds. They are living symbols of eternal love and harmony. To glimpse a pair gliding across a still pond at dusk, their colors mirrored in the water, is to witness a love story written not in words, but in wings. Number 4. Black-necked crane. Grace in motion. Few words fit the black-necked crane better. With wings as white as winter snow, a velvet black neck and head, and a crimson crown glowing like a drop of fire, this is the only crane on Earth that dares to breed atop the windswept heights of the Tibetan Plateau. Life here is harsh, but these cranes endure. They mate for life, returning to the same alpine wetlands year after year to raise their young among icy marshes and whispering grasses. When winter grips the mountains, they descend to sheltered valleys, their haunting calls rolling across frozen fields like echoes of a distant hymn. In Tibetan culture, the black-necked crane is more than a bird, it is a blessing on wings, a living emblem of loyalty, peace, and good fortune. To watch a pair dance against the backdrop of endless sky is to witness a bond as enduring as the land itself, wild, unbroken, and eternal. Number 3. Indian Blue Peafowl. When the sun strikes its feathers, the Indian blue peafowl becomes a living jewel. Iridescent blues and greens shimmer across its body, but nothing rivals the train, that magnificent fan of elongated tail feathers, each adorned with an eye that seems to gaze back at the world. In full display, it is less a bird than a moving tapestry of emerald, sapphire, and gold, native to the forests and open woodlands of South Asia. This peafowl has also long graced the parks and gardens of China, where it was introduced centuries ago as a symbol of wealth and majesty. Males flaunt their spectacular plumage to court females, fanning their tails and vibrating them in a silent, dazzling show of power and grace. Females, in contrast, wear subtler shades of bronze and green, their beauty quiet but enduring. In Chinese culture, the peacock embodies dignity, abundance, and good fortune. To witness a male in full display beneath a canopy of spring leaves is to see opulence made flesh, a fleeting moment when nature rivals the finest art. Number 2. Chinese Manor. Imagine walking through the misty slopes of the Himalayas and suddenly spotting a flash of shimmering blue, emerald green, and fiery copper. That's not a dream, it's the Chinese Manor. This bird is often called the living rainbow of China. Its feathers aren't just colorful, they shift and sparkle like molten metal under sunlight, thanks to microscopic structures that bend light in different directions, creating an iridescent effect. But beauty comes with mystery. These birds thrive in remote alpine forests at elevations of 3,000 to 4,500 meters, where few humans dare to wander. They forage quietly for roots and insects, blending elegance with survival instinct, and perhaps that's what makes them magical, a creature so vividly alive, yet hidden in the clouds like a rare jewel nature refuses to give away to ice. Number 1. Golden Pheasant. Few birds in the world can rival the sheer spectacle of the golden pheasant. Native to the mountainous forests of western China, this species is a living masterpiece of evolution. The males wear a dazzling cape of golden yellow feathers that cascades over a deep crimson body, framed by shimmering emerald and cobalt highlights. Their most striking feature is the golden crest that fans forward like a warrior's helmet, a signal of vitality and dominance in the breeding season. The wild golden pheasants are surprisingly elusive despite their flamboyant appearance. They prefer dense undergrowth, where their bright plumage is less conspicuous to predators. While the male's colors serve primarily to attract females, the females are camouflaged in mottled brown, ensuring they remain hidden while nesting. By their biological allure, the golden pheasant holds deep cultural significance in China. It has long been a symbol of prosperity, good fortune, and imperial elegance, appearing in traditional paintings, embroidery, and even as a motif on official robes during the Ming Dynasty. To encounter one in its natural habitat is to witness both the artistry of nature and a living emblem of Chinese heritage. Enjoyed the video? Smash that like and follow button so you won't miss what's next.